Well, greetings and welcome to the Bellicose Nation. Now today, we've got to hit on a new thing that came out by Howard Stern. It's one of those man-on-the-street exposés. Now, we've not heard much from Howard Stern in a decade, but he's got a new clip out where he sends someone on the street to see what some of the people who intend to vote actually know about the very, very basics of the election. And folks, I got to tell you, it is scary. I mean, seriously, scary. Now, the way this works is they ask people on the street absurd questions to see if the person even knows enough to know that the question is absurd, to see if they know that John McCain is not in the race or that Sarah Palin is not Obama's vice president, that Obama is not pro-life or against gay marriage. Now, folks, listen, I understand when people who are not into politics and their interests are elsewhere, but come on, these people did not even know bin Laden was dead. They didn't even know we'd killed bin Laden. Now, I guess if you have a limited amount of mental capacity, you don't want to use it all up on things like who was in the election you plan to vote in. And it all makes perfect sense. Maybe it's like a process of elimination. Do I watch music videos or 15 minutes of news a week? Is it Xbox or a glance at the front page of the newspaper as I walk by the newsstand? These choices in life we all have to make. And I guess we don't want to judge these people, but seriously, take fear for your country, people, when you listen to this. Now, what was telling in these street interviews was the confidence these people had in their answers. It was remarkable when asked a question like, does it bother you that Romney's vice pick is black? Without hesitation, they answered. Does it bother you that Romney is a Muslim? They gave definitive answers. No, it doesn't bother me. Religion has nothing to play with. That Sarah Palin is Obama's vice president. Is that a good thing? And they're answering. These people are answering in the affirmative. It's just unreal. Now these people were in New York City, and they all sounded black, so naturally they were all for Obama. But I'll bet you could do this same stunt in many places around the country and find at least some people who do not even know who is running against Obama in the election. I mean, really, there are a certain percentage of people that you could ask, does it bother you that Mitt Romney's black? And these people would come back with an answer like, no, that doesn't bother me at all. It's just unreal, Now, what I see before us, people, is a massive ripoff. Really, if you think about it. Now, I'll bet these people who were in these interviews, let's assume the average person there spent 10 years in the public education system, including kindergarten, not including Head Start and whatever. Now, let's say at an average cost of $10,000 a year. That means the taxpayers have spent roughly $100,000 to educate these people, and this is the result. It's not only sad on their account because they're not even educated enough to want to be educated about what's going on. They're just totally disconnected from life other than the Xbox and whatever, Now, the question is, how many people would be for a simple 10-question test before you are granted the privilege to vote? Now, I think voting's too easy, and manipulating people's vote is also too easy. Now, it's true, studying to answer a simple 10-question quiz would take a little effort on the person's part, and that alone would prevent some of these folks from voting on issues they know nothing about. Now, the final question. What percentage of Americans would you say are at this level of awareness, who don't even know bin Laden's dead, don't even know that Sarah Palin is not Barack Obama's vice president? What percentage of the people? Well, you can follow the link below if you haven't heard the Stern clip, and I invite you to subscribe and comment. Until the next time, this has been the Bellicose Nation.